Let's go. 1-4.
Free my brother Mars.
CG.
Free all the crashes.
Thomas. Bouncing. Bounce. Vibes. Bounce. Hey. Hey. Hey.
In bed with twists and turns. I check my day and see I'm free, lad. I got shit to burn. I brush my teeth and hit the road. Shit, I get straight to work. She wanna sit in bed all day, but this bitch needs to learn. I ain't no scrub, see I ain't bombing. See my shit.
Okay. JM's opening for us. Starting off with the rap, switching straight to some melodic stuff. Maybe only for a line or two. I paused it very early, but solid opening.
Sit in bed all day, but this bitch needs to learn. I ain't no scrub, see I ain't bombing. See my shit comes first. I go wherever I want, no need to be concerned. If I run out, I know the plug, so he gon' hit me first. You don't want smoke, I think it's best that you go sit in church. I call that shit reverse karma. I've been seeing karmas. I wake up and she gon' give me top in her pajamas. I'm gon' call up, see and we gon' see if they want drama. Then kick up my feet and probably smoke some marijuana.
I've heard this chorus, or at least the first bit anyway. I've heard the teasers, I've heard the previews and clips. It's been plastered all over social media. I feel indifferent about this hook. Well, listen to the rest of the song. I feel indifferent. Part of me doesn't want to like it for some reason. And there's another part of me that vibes with it enough to give it another listen. That then I'll throw it in a playlist. That when I'm queuing up on Spotify, I might throw it in there and listen to it long enough to the point where I become to really, really like it. I don't know where I sit with it at the moment. Let's see how the song goes. But yeah. Yeah.
We gon' see if they want drama. Then kick up my feet and probably smoke some marijuana. In bed I twist and turn.
Hey. Here he is.
Drop a diss, I'll drop a addy, let my youngins lurk. Don't see your fucking face with hollow tips, that's easy work. Them boys can't break the curse. Spook them like Halloween. I pull that kitchen with that mask cause I love that.
Oh, I like that. That is it, like a whistle or whatever. I like that in the back. That was a nice little added addition to the Halloween bar, and then off the back of that.
Break the curse. Spook them like Halloween. I pull that kitchen with that mask cause I love how they scream. I know they see me in their dreams and now they
with that mask, cause I like how they scream.
I pull that kitchen with that
Bro, I can't lie, yeah. We need to hear more of CG. We need to hear more of this brother because he's only put out like what, 2 tracks? Maybe 3? And even then, isn't one of what's he done? He's done Drill Is Dead. And then he featured with someone, didn't he? He ain't done much anyway. We need to hear more of this brother.
This I'll drop a addy, let my youngins lurk. They'll treat your fucking face with hollow tips, that's easy work. Them boys can't break the curse. Spook them like Halloween. I pull that kitchen with that mask cause I love
how they scream.
I know they see me in their dreams and now they never sleep. I get them chopped on a Friday, but this ain't the 15th. So tell me who won't beef with me. Keep an eye out for these snakes, I can't get beat.
Oh, I thought the hook was coming in. Go straight to Spenny. I like that.
For these snakes, I can't get beat like a piranha. Do me dirty once and I'm gonna pay you back with karma. Do you like the way Obama caught up with Osama? 2 Glocks, 2 6, 2 bucks, 2 bricks.
We got presidential bars, son.
The way Obama caught up with Osama. 2 Glocks, 2 6, 2 bucks, 2 bricks. I came from rags to riches. My shit and average came out the mud with savages. Fuck who on war with us, just know we ain't no amateurs. Ain't trusting no one, bitch, I'm scandalous. I ain't bombing, see my shit comes first. I go wherever I want, no need to be concerned. If I run out, I know the plug, so he gon' hit me first. You don't want smoke, I think it's best that you go sit in church. I call that shit reverse. I'm hoping they don't notice me, but I can't overthink. I do a drill and
I like Lex.
Before I sleep, I'm on the field, sword and shield, I do it for the team. I leave them open like a Moses when he part the seas. And every dog has his day.
By the way, the reason I'm not like jumping round your friendly neighborhood YP, the reason I'm not doing none of that is because I'm aware that Lex is in this. Everyone's told me already, you've spoiled the surprise for me. I don't get surprises when it comes to the likes of 1-4s and the HP boys and all of these man here. I don't get the surprise. You man are all just like, yo, basically, right, this is what my man had for breakfast. You man, yeah, I appreciate it, but like I don't get surprises anymore.
I do a drill and clear my conscience right before I sleep. I'm on the field. real sword and shield, I do it for the team. I leave them open like a Moses when he part the seas. And every dog has his day just like a calendar. 1 foot on the gas, 45 up in the passenger. They talking all that war, but ain't the same caliber. We grew up in the jungle, them boys more like David Attenborough. They outside looking jealous.
A few bars.
It's not about how I'm talking when I'm saying that I slang. I'm retired now, I kick my feet up to my dance. I pull out the bands and my youngest run out, let it bop, 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 bop. Come on, I've been seeing.
It's a solid verse by Lex. Like, that's a few cheesy kind of bars in there, but they're not bad. That's
Pull out the bands and my youngest run out, let it bop,
bad.
Come on, I've been seeing karma. I wake up and she gon' get me top in her pajamas. I'm gon' call up, see and we gon' see if they want drama. Then kick up my feet and probably smoke some marijuana. Karma, I've been seeing karma. I wake up and she gon' get me top in her pajamas. I'm gon' call up, see and we gon' see if they want drama. Then kick up my feet and probably smoke some marijuana.
Allegedly. They've really focused in on the piano player and the violin player. Somebody said to me that they feature some TikTok stars or something in here. I believe that must be them two then. Because that's also like the main melodies through this song here is that piano loop and then the hits of the strings in there. Spenny, put that instrument down now. Wait, where is it? Where is it? No, we're going back. Spenny, put that down right now, young man. That is expensive facilitations. Put it down, bro. You're gonna end up breaking something. Here we are, man. All right. You don't know how to listen. No, I'm only messing. Alright, relax. Last year, ONEFOUR had a very, very quiet year. And I think there's a lot of people who turn around and said, yo, they've fallen off. Yo, they don't want it anymore. Bro, relax. When you get to a certain level, there's strategy involved. And sometimes you can't just be active 24/7. Some artists can, and they can do that amazingly. But if you look at a lot of the people at the top of this game, beyond Australia, it's not always being public 24/7. It's work rate 24/7. It's not always showing your face 24/7. And I feel like it's a year that they needed to take to recharge, to kind of maybe re-strategize how they want to move forward. How do we make that next step? What is that next step? What direction do we want to take? And so they put out a couple of tracks in Cap and Cruise Control, mostly to a negative reception. Although there's people who still like them, and obviously they still get plays and streams, etc., etc. Let's have it right. If you're really tapped in, you're gonna know that they didn't have the greatest reception on those two tracks. But something feels different about this release. Something feels like they're now about to be ready to go on a run of releases now, and or announce some sort of sponsorship partnership thing, and or go do whatever they're gonna do. But I don't think that this is just another track that we're gonna hear and nothing for the next 6 months. I just have a sneaky feeling that they're gonna do more going forward. Now, with that direction, what does that mean in terms of the music? Because politics, I don't really give a fuck about. I'm here for the music and how they do as artists and as people, right? And so, let's look at it. Last year was a rough year for these, man. Like, Spenny and JM's holding it down and keeping the brand alive and afloat, you know? And so now that they've got some members back, a few complications in between, life is still lifing, you know? Shit happens that we don't know about, you've got to keep in mind. But it feels like they've just bided their time enough to recover, recoup, as I said, strategize, and now go forward. It's interesting that they've come with this. I know so many people are going to be in the comments saying, why are they not coming back with the hard UK drill sound or the Oz drill sound? And, you know, don't get me wrong, I'd love to also hear a Street Guide or another fucking Lads in the Hood or another The Message. Of course. But I don't only want to hear that from them. And I really disagree with the people who says that they should only do that. because when they do tracks like Heartless, well, now there's a lot of people who really fuck with tracks like that. So I do agree that they should be trying some new shit, and I do agree that they should be branching out. Does that mean it's always going to pay off though? Not necessarily. I've seen a lot of comments around this track here saying that ONEFOUR have fallen off and they've sold out. I disagree. I don't think this is a bad track, and I definitely think it's better than Cruise Control and Cap. But don't think it's world class either. I feel like this is one of them songs that I will enjoy more as time goes on. But I don't know. What do you think? What do you genuinely think? Hype aside, fucking areas and politics aside, just as a song and as a group, what do you think of this track here? And what do you expect of ONEFOUR going forward? Big shout out to Lex. Good to see him back on the mic. Big shout out to CG, who I think had my favorite verse of this track. And yeah, big up to Spenny and JMs for still holding it down regardless. Big up to management, big up to the videographers, producers, everyone a part of the project and team on this one. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Nah, they didn't say marijuana. He said chihuahua. Because we don't do illegal activities around here, I'm telling you. It's just straight Nintendogs. That's what we're about.